Alright, so I know I have my equipment in here. This is what I call the A tub. Face mask. And I need some headlamp. Ooh. Battery's out. I need to fix that. Don't need no hot hands. One glove. And 2 glove. Okay, I think that's all I need out of this guy here. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Yep. Good thing about turkeys, they can't smell. So these batteries are dead, and I could only find 2 new batteries. So hopefully this will give me enough juice for tomorrow. Now if I'm smart, I should rob my remote control batteries, but I like playing it rough. Sucks. There's mosquitoes eating me. They're like living, just eating me. Terrible. They bite right through this. Visit Ken Hicks Jr. and sign up for my email list. Get notifications of when new videos dropped and new products are available. Ken Hicks Jr. is brought to you by the Grit Mountain Premium Gun Lubricant. This is the only gun lubricant I use on my guns. And Wild and Thunder, handcrafted soap, shampoo, and deodorant, and premium socks made right here in South Carolina. Well, I came back skunked. Actually, I heard one take off to the right of me. Part of me thinks like, I don't think it saw me. It just, for whatever reason, took off. But I mean, it's pretty obvious. If you're near me, I probably moved and spooked it off. So yeah, that's all that I heard, really. I heard another gobble down onto some private land, but like I said, it's just trying to get them off private land. It's tough, and it was way down there. So I mean, I could barely hear it gobbling. So that was a no-go. So I'm gonna head to the house now. It's a little after 10 o'clock in the morning, hot and humid. Mosquitoes ate me alive, completely crazy. So there's two trucks back there. I think they went on this side. I heard a lot of owl hooting. It was like freaking crazy. But yeah, then there's another vehicle up the road here and another vehicle kind of around the bend. So this place gets hit pretty hard. Public land gets hit hard. So the strategy is like, they come to this area, park. They pretty much know I'm up in the valley, up there. I'm up here. They don't know if I'm on that hill or this hill. And you know, sometimes when people see that, they'll go on the other side. That's what I did here. I see these trucks here. I'm like, well, I'm not going there. I mean, they could have went across the road, but I highly doubt it. So, you know, it is what it is. So something that I like to do is I pretty much drive around the perimeter of the property. This wildlife management area is like, I don't know, 3,000–5,000 acres. So and roads will cut through it as well. So it's not one all continuous piece. And I like to see where everyone else is hunting at. So I'm gonna just, you know, kind of drive around, loop it around, see what I see, and go from there. What was cool when I was coming in here, I seen a for sale sign, and I'm telling you what, if I could sell my house, because I like my house the way it is. It's close to town, you know, even though I don't go down there no more. It's just really nice. It's ranch style, kind of just everything I need, big garage. But anyway, this house here, right next to WMA. But it come up with the sign said luxury custom home. So I don't think I can afford that, but a man can dream. To be honest with you, I'd rather extend my property in Pennsylvania and have a big chunk of land than a big nice house. That's just me. Holy hell. Then you got this trailer. It's crazy. I must be an early out, because there's a guy here. There's the two guys up there are still hunting. What's this now? That's stump removal. Oh, dang. What's that girl doing? She's probably a homeless bathing. What happens is this property kind of goes up and it just hooks around, and it hooks around some other homes. And usually, there was some guy that was parked there. I seen the tire tracks coming up. But usually when it hooks around the homes here, people feed them. So what is this? Berkshire Hathaway. Ugh. Yeah, I guarantee you I can't afford that. That's probably $1 million home. What the heck? Freaking gorgeous though. Now up here on the right, this is all private land up through here, but actually you can't really see them too much because you're looking at me. But I see turkeys out in the field. I've seen them out there, so I know there's a flock here. There's a flock where I was at. Obviously, I heard that one take off beside me. So they're here. I got a question for you guys. Would you rather have 100 acres and no house on it, or a house on 20 acres? Because I'll be honest with you, I kind of prefer the 20 acres, and then I just make like a lot of food plot, hinge cut for bedding. Especially if you have other neighbors that have like bigger tracks and they don't hunt. Yep, come right into my little zone. Oh man, they really fixed that house up. Looks really nice. It's amazing what a little TLC can do to a property. My neighbors are selling their home. It's a little over $600,000, and it's like, you know, I think it's a little bit nicer than mine, but let's see if there's any. But they did a lot of TLC, and it looks fantastic. This guy must be a professional motocross racer in this field, because they have a water truck here, they have a dozer on site, and then obviously there's a motocross track, and a big old Trump sign. Man, dude, they got a, I don't know almost looks like a motocross park like they're putting in. Yeah, it's pretty, oh, whoa, they really built that up. You can't really see it any house because it's through the woods I'm looking through. Okay, so I'm trying something a little bit different this time. I'm coming out around 10:30. The problem is, at my house, it was beautiful. And then as I got up to the road, as I got onto the road, it's starting to rain. The wildlife management area is probably about 25 minutes north of my house, and it just dumped on out here. So it's kind of disappointing because all my calls are slate calls, and they don't do well in the rain. So I think if I'd known this, I probably wouldn't have went out there. But I don't know. Maybe there's no one else out here. Maybe they're all scared of the rain. So I don't know, trying to switch it up. They you know, they say if you can get a turkey to gobble after 10:30, you're pretty good. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna hook around to the back end of this property because it wasn't WMA, but it was the a private landowner, and there was turkeys out there. So maybe they're close to the area still. That's one thing about turkey flocks. If you found one year, they're probably going to be back the next year. So that's the game plan. And we're off. What I like about the midday hunt is I don't have to get up early. It's not pouring down rain, it's just like a drizzle. But if you sit and you wait for the perfect moment, the perfect elements, you're never going to get anything. I mean, hunting is hard. It's hard enough, let alone like, oh, I can't go out, it's raining, you know, I can't go out, it's this. But sometimes the perfect conditions, you will get a better opportunity of harvesting something. So you got to be strategic. If your time's limited, you really got to be strategic with that time and only go out in the optimum times. Optimum. There's a guy there. It's all right. We're going to be away from him. Nobody there. Hopefully there's no one at this other parking lot. If there is, I may have to backtrack a little bit. It's really gonna suck. Nobody here. Keeping an eye up into the woods, see if I see any flocks up in the woods. Dang. Whoa. Holy smokers. They must know the birds are here. There's 4 people here, 4 cars. Dang. All right. Well, we'll go back to the other area. Someone's up here 4-wheeling. I don't know why people do this. It's like it's clearly, I don't know if you can see this. It's clearly not a road, but yet they drive up through there. Turkey tags came in. They originally sent them to me, but somehow I lost them, or I didn't get them, or something happened. But got them now. You can, in South Carolina, you can print out a temporary tag for 10 days while they mail this to you, or you have to go to the DNR's like physical address, which is 45 minutes away. So print them out and have them mailed to you. All right, let's go. All right, so man, I forgot my hat. Dang it. Hopefully my hat's here. Oh, there it is. Shoot. Come here. One of the things I like to do is I keep all my stuff in the truck. That way I know where it's at. Makes perfect sense. The only thing I do not keep in my truck is my gun. I'm gonna pay attention to listen, see if I hear anything gobbling. But I have a feeling these birds get hit hard, so they're not gonna gobble. They're gonna come in silent. I'm gonna give myself 2 hours, and if I don't, nothing, then go. I'm gonna leave. Go back to the house and lay. Like I said, this place gets hit hard. There's supposed to be a road here somewhere. Okay, found the road. Whoa, it's pretty, no, it's pretty open. Okay, so that was pretty much a bust. The turkey, I could hear him gobbling, so it's almost noon and he's gobbling down across the river on private land. So, and there's actually someone near the river on public land. Pretty sure there's someone down there because their cars parked there, and I mean, it just makes perfect sense. So again, once the flock's in an area, you know, they're probably going to stay in that area. So what I'm going to do is just drive around the WMA real quick and see if I see anything out in the fields and go from there. I'm going to be really irritated if this guy's not up here anymore. So we'll see. Well, he's still here. The other guy's gone, and he could have been a fisherman. Well, hopefully he has a good luck. Sometimes they're in the woods. You know, it's that time of year where you're getting some green, but not too much green, where you might be able to see something through the woods, but not much. Well, we got two more guys up here. So just in this is Thursday. This is a Thursday morning. And what the hell does this guy have in the back of his truck? Tulsa Test the Outdoors. Actually, that thing looked pretty cool. Whatever that is, it looked pretty cool. It looks like where you can throw it in the back of your truck and just sleep in it. Really, the problem is with stuff like that, it probably costs like $8 grand. I'm serious. This stuff is getting ridiculous. I mean, but all you need is just a place to sleep. So if you're traveling, you know, some of these guys don't make these YouTube channels to where they're traveling to different states, hunting, and you know, all they do is they can only have access to public land. What the heck is this guy doing here? What are you doing? There's probably another hunter looking for turkeys. But a lot of guys, they're creating YouTube channels and they're traveling to different states, which is really cool. I mean, that's what I do. And you know, sometimes they just have public land to hunt, so they just take everything and hunt public land, and now they're in here with me. So, you know, it's just part of the game. If you don't like it, go buy some land. Or lobby for the government to buy some land. That's the thing, guys. If you don't get out and vote, if the hunters don't get out and vote, you're not going to have any habitat. The biggest thing for hunters is loss of habitat. And then it's also being a good stewardship of the earth, the ground, because if you get too many raccoons, too many predators, then you're not going to have eggs for turkeys. They're just, and you can do it on public land. You just got to trap them the right way, stay within the law. Just go out there, do scorched earth. Man, there's no one on this side. I don't know. I gotta get back to the house. That's what I should have did. What are people doing here? It's like they've removed half the mountain. Maybe they're building a house or something. I don't know. I think next time I do this, it may be wise to just drive around this loop and see where people are parked at. Because the worst thing ever is like when you walk in on someone. You hear something gobbling, you want to get close, but then you walk up in on someone. You mess them up, you mess you up. It's not a good day. Well, welcome to public land. There's a guy set up like, I don't know, maybe probably 100, 150 yards from me. So I left another area. I set up. Well, I started walking in and I heard an owl hoot and I seen an orange ribbon. So sometimes people wrap orange ribbons around their tree to say, hey, I'm here, which isn't a bad idea in these woods. I think there's 5 cars parked here. And this is probably about 3,000 acres. This is a Friday. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to go up here, walk around and see what I hear. Well, that's another day in the books. I didn't hear a gobble. Like I said, there are so many people here, and this is my fault. To where I know this place gets hit hard. My mouth is kind of numb from the cold, but I know it gets hit. This place gets hit hard. And, you know, so that's my fault. You know, it's like, why do I keep coming back here where there's a bigger woods over, you know, maybe another 30, 40-minute drive. I should have went to that woods and seen what's there and start hunting it versus this, because this is crazy. I mean, Thursday morning, Friday morning, like, don't these freaking people work? I mean, so anyway, the original plan was to, like, you know, for the bigger woods, like, camp out there. But since the hurricane and wildfires came through, I think they just don't allow people camping back there. It's kind of a bummer. And they say you can do it by permit, but then it's like trying to get the permit, you know, good luck with that, because no one knows what's going on. It's just typical government bureaucracy is what it is. So anyway, I have to go pick up some stuff. There's this online bidding auction called Mac something. I don't know what it is, but I bought I won the bids for a stand-up freezer and a dehumidifier for my basement. The the dehumidifier is pretty much self-explanatory to put in my basement. The stand-up freezer, though, is part of my strategic prepper plan. So my plan is slowly to build out freezers, you know, deep freezers to store meat, keep it cold. And if you can do that, you should be good for, I mean, some of these guys are like, you know, canned foods forever. But I'm gonna have two freezers. One's a chest freezer. They hold a little bit more cold. They hold the cold a lot better. The other one's gonna be stand-up freezer, just because I hate digging into the chest freezer. So my strategic plan is to create a solar generator to where I can, I'm gonna run electrical circuits to these freezers so I can operate them 24/7. And I'm gonna have that for my upstairs refrigerator and freezer and my Starlink. And the whole idea is to size up a solar generator system that can power these appliances 24/7. And I'll probably save maybe $20 a month on my electric bill if I do that. Just have emergency power right next to it, just plug it into that outlet and let it run. And the redundancy, like, I could buy a bigger chest freezer, you know, 21 cubic foot, but the whole idea is being mobile. So that way, this whole system, I can disassemble it, unplug it, throw it in my 6x12 trailer and go, you know, to my parents' house or my property or wherever I need to go. And once I'm there, I'll still have the power. But anyway, it's an expensive build out, but I won this stand-up freezer. It's like only 7 cubic foot, so I don't know. I didn't really get a deal on it, but I got cheaper than retail by probably 30%. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll make that YouTube video about that. So anyway, I got to get going. I have to now I have to go buy some straps at Walmart. It's a long story because I took my straps up to Pennsylvania. I left them up there, and so I need buy new straps at Walmart, hook up my trailer, drive an hour to go get this equipment. It's like, well, what have I done? It never ends, I tell you. So anyway, that's why I'm cutting today short. Tomorrow it's a Saturday. Tomorrow's gonna be Saturday. It's gonna rain all day. Plus I need to get a bunch of work done so I'm heading to Pennsylvania to do some fishing next week. So I gotta get stuff done so I can go fishing. Okay, so you seen that video picture? That is a copperhead. I'm pretty sure of it. If it's not, whatever, I don't care. Normally I have snake boots with me, but I don't have them today. Really wish I did have them. All right, so I'm coming up to some dove fields. Look like they just plowed it. And so on the other side of the river is where the turkeys usually hang out midday. It's about 10:30, so sometimes, you know, you can catch them, you know, the hens are already bred. They're gonna go sit on the nest, and sometimes you can catch a turkey midday, and sometimes you can catch a snake midday. I should have worn my snake boots. I have to walk through that. I'm about ready to go home. I can't do it. I can't walk through that grass. I'm gonna go up and around, walk the perimeter of the field, I just can't do it. And the thing is, I paid like $200 for these snake-proof boots. This is all the fault of my buddy. He sent me a picture of all the snakes he sees out turkey hunting. And I'm like, I never had to worry. 20 years, 25 years, never had to worry of snakes until he started sending me photos. All right, guys, so South Carolina is over with. I'm not hunting anymore. It's too hot. One of the things I have problems with is just, I want to get up and go, and I want to go hunting, but I don't really think about everything. Like, oh, should I ask for permission to this landowner? Should, you know, do I need my snake boots? As you can see earlier, there was a snake on the road, and I've never seen one in the woods, but just the thought of it, it was like, what are we doing here? And like I said, I have a pair of $200 snake boots sitting at the house, so stuff like that, I should have known to bring those. Another thing I struggle with is asking for permission to hunt on people's property. It's just like, I come from the mindset like, hey, this is my land, I don't want you on it. But other people are like, yeah, do what you want, just, you know, especially with turkey hunting, you know, I guess if you're with a high-powered rifle, it's a little different. Maybe even like a bow and arrow, it's a little different. But if you're doing like coyote hunting, maybe turkey hunting, if they're like, sure, you know. So I got to get better at that. It's, you know, pretty simple. I wish I could have got pictures of this. They have dove fields out here. So when I go across the dove fields, they say no hunting in dove fields. So what does that mean? Can I walk across it? And this is in WMA land. So can I walk across it? So basically what I did is I make sure my gun's unloaded, and then I walk across it. I don't walk in the field, I walk the perimeter where actually the road is. And it's one of those things, it's like, you know, is it hunting? So if I'm just walking through it, but then trying to, you know, explain yourself, yeah, I have a loaded gun and I'm walking by the perimeter. I mean, so anyway, I just unload it. And the reason why I do that is there's a state park that you cannot hunt on, but you can walk through it. I got permission. I'm like, hey, I'm looking to get to this part of the WMA. Can I cross the state park? And they're like, yeah, just make sure your gun is unloaded. You know, so definitely don't, you know, if I go, every park's different, every year's different, so I'll be sure to call them up. Because there's one WMA I used to hunt, and then they just out of the blue said no hunting there. And it's like, whoa, what happened here? So much for the wildlife management areas. But that's what happens when, you know, you don't got a lot of hunters. The more hunters you get out here, the more, you know, the politicians will take note. You know, they're all about, like, it's the will of the people, believe it or not. So the more hunters out there, the better off chance you're going to get to more hunter access. Maybe there's more of a tax relief for allowing hunters to access your property. But anyway, I'm like sweating like crazy. It's like, I don't know what the temperature is. Well, it says 71, but I know that's a lie. It looks like a rain's coming through. But I heard turkeys across the road up on this other property, and it's like 70 acres. And it's like, man, I should, usually when you have a flock, they kind of stay in the same area. So next year I need to make sure I reach out to these people and maybe just mail them a letter saying, hey, if I have access to, you know, written permission. You know, I'm not too big of a fan of verbal, because you don't know if the person actually even owns the property. It's like, the person signing it, is this legit? You know, so many variables. All right, guys, well, I'm wrapping up. This is the end of South Carolina. I got West Virginia coming up, and I got Pennsylvania. So stay tuned for that. A lot of fun stuff coming up. This is what I love to enjoy, and I hope you enjoy too. All right, so I'm back. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive past the owner's property. When I pulled it up, it showed it as a trailer. And it's like, man, these people own like probably $1 million worth of property, and they live in a trailer. Sounds like my kind of people. The older I get, the more simple I want my life to be. And it's like, a trailer sounds really good about right now. So wouldn't that be fun? Buy 100 acres, live in a trailer. So this is the property she owns right up here. And there's no trespassing sign. Usually when you see a no trespassing sign, it means no trespassing. She kind of owns the backfields. I don't know, I tell you. Well, that house is gone. That trailer is gone. So I don't know. I wonder if it's this house right here. That's a freaking nice house. It's a brand new house built. Very nice house. I wonder if it's those people. this is where you want to live. If you ever go buy a house, you want to buy something near like a double WMA, you know, some place you can hunt, like thousands of acres. If you can get like 2 acres bordering that, even more would be better, you know, like maybe 10 or 15. That'd be like pretty sweet. Well, I had the right idea. Just, you know, as an animal, are you going to stay on WMA, the death trap, the death camp, or go to private land? So that's where they went, private land. That's a nice, man, that's a nice house there too. There's so many nice houses when you actually get out. Ooh, what was that? Get out and look. I mean, I got a nice place too, but it's like, But I tell you what, homes are the biggest money pit ever. I mean, the first thing when I was looking at a house, I wanted to look at the yard. I'm like, right there, that's 2.5 hours every weekend in the summer of mowing grass, of your life gone mowing grass. Don't get me wrong, I like mowing grass, I like working out in the yard, but there's times where it's like, man, I don't got time for this. I need to go out hunting, fishing, camping, you know, living life. I mean, it's, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, whoa, what did you do with your life? Oh, I mowed grass. Well, that's great, you know. But for guys that don't hunt and they just like getting outside and doing things, that's great. But for me, I just love, like, you know, backpacking, camping. So anyway, guys, that's my South Carolina season. It is pretty much in the wraps. I'm gonna head up to West Virginia. I don't know if actually turkey season's in still in West Virginia, or if it went out. That may be the last day that I'm going. The days I'm going up there, maybe the last days to hunt. I really don't know. Something I gotta check out. If not, I'm gonna do some fly fishing. I think it'll be great fishing then, and hopefully I can get into a batch. I actually love West Virginia. I mean, there's just no industry there. There's nothing to do. I'm sure there's pockets, but it's like, man, if they had like broadband in there, Starlink, and they really promoted remote working type of living, oh God, I think it'd be great. If you like this video, like and subscribe. And also visit kenhicksjr.com and sign up for my email list.